State professor is fighting to get his job back tonight. He says he was unfairly fired after a female student claimed she was assaulted. He says it was just an acting lesson. Well, now the county attorney is investigating. Good for Utah's Tasmin Mahfouz has the controversy.
It was another day in an acting class. I was working with these two students on a scene, and as we were working through, nothing was working. There wasn't any progress that was being made.
Varlo Davenport taught at Dixie State University for 15 years. During an acting class last year, he says he was trying to get a female student to show more emotion during a scene. So he used physical resistance.
Taking hold of her arms, pulling back on her, or jostling her.
He says it's a common acting technique, but on December 5th, Davenport was told he was terminated for assaulting a student.
What did I do? What did that person see? What happened?
Because he had tenure, Davenport asked for a hearing.
And I gathered evidence from professors around the state and around the country talking about how they had used this technique, syllabi from all over the nation. There were 5 other students in the class who testified at the hearing that there was nothing extreme, there was nothing really happening. It was just acting exercises.
The Faculty Review Board actually voted to reinstate Davenport, but according to the school's Policies and Procedures Manual, the president has a right to reject the board's recommendation. 2 weeks later, 2 DSU officers came to his home with this letter, stating he was terminated.
I was doing my job to the best of my ability. Dozens, if not hundreds, of other people who will say, yeah, that's what you do in an acting class. That's one of the things that you do in an acting class. It's one of the techniques you might use.
More than 1,300 people signed a petition on change.org to reinstate Davenport, while some say the termination was the right decision.
I would be scared and feel very violated, and I wouldn't want to be in someone's class.
I think it's very unprofessional, and he could have approached the situation a little different.
At work, I would get fired too if I did something like that, so I think it's pretty appropriate that he got fired.
Davenport says he just wants his job back. Dixie State University is not commenting on the dismissal because of privacy and personnel concerns, but told us that the county attorney is currently reviewing the matter. In St. George, Tasmin Mahfouz, Good for Utah.
And we will, of course, keep you updated on the county attorney's decision.